Hey, how's it going, guys? So today's video is on a couple of knives that I've been meaning to do a video on for a while now. They're Karambits that I recently got. And since today is National Knife Day, I thought this would be the, best day to do the video for. So the first one is the Markata Talon folder from 511. This is a recent one that came out this year. And then this is the new Smith & Wesson Extreme Ops Karambit folder. So we're going to take a look at both of these. So for the Doug Markata, I don't know if I'm saying that right, Talon folder, I was really waiting for this to come out for a while because I like his stuff, I like his designs. And the interesting thing about this one was that it was going to have a bramp on it, or some type of version of the bramp. So I have my Mantis cycle here, which I already did a video on. That's a Bram Frank collaboration that he did with Mantis knives. So this is the bramp. It's a kinetic opener, and this is his design, and you can, allows you to open it like that. So a while back there was a Jared Hogney folder that came out, and the media release pictures of the knife looked like it was going to have a bramp on it, but when the knife came out it actually didn't. And so, you know, I was kind of bummed about that because I ordered the knife and the trainer set, but they didn't have the bramp on it. So then I saw this and I said, okay, cool. So, you know, for whatever reason with that set, I don't know why it didn't include the bramp when it was released. I don't know if it was some kind of, you know, legal issues or what, but it didn't. So then when I saw this, I thought that's pretty cool. So this is the knife. You can see it's a Karambit, and it allows you to reverse the clips into the down position so that you can open it on a draw. So he has his Dart series, and the Dart series has the Emerson hook on it, or the Wave, sorry, the Emerson Wave. And so this one has a very smaller version of the bramp. You can see it there. Okay, so that you could draw it out of the pocket, open. And it's kind of got this like plastic scale on this side, and then on this side is it's got a frame lock, the steel scale. Okay, so to open the knife, you would pull out of your pocket, and the bramp would catch, and it would come out open. And it's got this kind of I think that's like a Warncliffe blade there, straight blade. So when I got this knife, it was really dull, and the blade is pretty thick. You can see that there, it's pretty thick, and it has a very triangular grind to it, and it was really dull, and I had to sharpen it to get any type of edge on it. Okay, but I'd have to say that right now this is my favorite knife to carry after I sharpened it and put an edge on it, and I might still sharpen it more. I like the small profile it has. It's just right for my finger. This is definitely my favorite knife to carry right now. So there. And I like the profiles. It gives a very small profile when you have it in your pocket. And so this is definitely my EDC right now. So it took me a while to get to be able to open it. Of course now that I did it earlier, but of course now it's giving me trouble. But to be able to open it like that, because you know the ramp isn't that big. It's just not big enough to use your finger to open it comfortably. There's no way you could, I would say there's no way that you could really rely on using your finger to open this in like an emergency self-defense type situation. It would have to rely on using it out of the pocket. But that's the knife. I ordered it from a third party. It took a really long time to get it. I think they were only, you couldn't get them from 511. I want to say they were only available from the retailer that he usually uses, which is like Doug Mercado usually uses for his stuff. I think it's Karambit.com or something like that. So it took a really long time to get the knife, but I got it and I'm happy with that. And then the next one, now this knife is interesting. So this is another straight blade type Karambit design that came out from Smith & Wesson. Also, this one is under $100, and so that's what I like about it. You know, a lot of those Karambits are just way overpriced, and I own most of them. And I paid, you know, they cost too much money. So this one's under $100. I like that. This one is under $30. So it's Smith & Wesson. I like the price point. I really like the knife design. But of course, you get what you pay for, right? So let's, talk about that, what I mean by that. This knife came spring-loaded, and it also came with a safety lock. Now, when the clip is on this side, which would give you for a left-hand draw, then you have no problem using the safety lock, which would be a kind of cool feature. It means it couldn't open accidentally in your pocket. You could draw it, you could take it out, and use it like in a closed hand-to-hand position if you wanted to, without having to worry about it being open because you have the lock on it. I don't know, different reasons for having the lock, right? Mainly you wouldn't accidentally open in your pocket. Now, when you switch the clip to this side for the right-hand draw, because it has some type of copy of the wave there, you can see it cancels the lock. You can't draw it out of the pocket because the lock is underneath the clip. And when you're pulling the knife out, the edge of your pocket engages the lock, and so it's locked. So even if you have it unlocked in your pocket and you try to pull it out to use the wave, you can't, because the pocket edge engages the lock and it becomes locked. So you kind of struggle with it not opening here, and you pull it out and you can't open it. And it's kind of silly. So what I had to do, you see I have the spring and the lock pieces here in the bag. It was an easy fix, so it's not a waste of money. You lose the safety lock. I took the spring out because I don't want it accidentally opening in my pocket. But it is, it's still a functional knife. You just don't have the lock or the spring. So what I had to do is I undid these two screws here, and I moved the scale up, and I had to remove the lock and then pull it back, and then put the screws back in, and then I flipped it over, and then I had to undo this side and move it up to pull out the spring. And so I didn't fully have to take apart the knife. I think to take out the spring, I had to move the scale, and then I had to back this. I had to put these screws back in, and or put just this one screw back in, and back out. Not back out, but take off one of the screws for the pivot screw, so that I can move the scale on this side, and then I was able to get the spring out. And then I just, screwed it all back together, and it works fine out of the pocket and everything. But, it's a really silly design to have that lock underneath the clip there if you're going to use the clip on this side. And this is, most people are going to put the clip on this side. So that's the blade. It's this Wharncliffe design. I really like it. I really like the blade design. I like the wave. I like the hole. Works really good for opening. You can see the flipper's not, the flipper was there to use, you know, because it was spring loaded, but it's really obsolete now. Can't use it for anything really. But the ring's a nice size. It's a little big. I think, you know, with the Smith & Wesson stuff, when they do Karambits, they go for having a glove on. So you could probably have a glove on your hand and still put your finger in the hole there. It is a longer knife, so you have this space here. And that's probably also for gloves, right? It's kind of a bigger grip. The ring is the two liners with a screw and a spacer there. They're very thin, but it still feels nice. Feels okay. So I really like the knife design and shape and everything. Like I said, it's under 30 bucks. It's an easy fix once I figured out how to do it. Just taking that lock and I took the spring out because I really don't want to have to worry about it opening in my pocket. I could have left the spring in there and still used the flipper. That's up to you if you want to do that. But I got this off of Amazon. I believe you can still find them on Amazon. Well, so this is what they're calling the Extreme Ops Karambit folder, Smith & Wesson 2021 release. It's a pretty cool design for under $30. I like it. You get the wave. You get the Warncliffe blade. Kind of reminds me of the Yojimbo blade design there. So I like this knife. And I was EDCing it for a while too, but I really like the profile better of the Marcotta folder. All right, guys, so that's it for today. Happy National Knife Day, and I'll check you out later.